Welcome to another high intensity day. I don't know how you experienced yesterday. I found yesterday to be very, very high intensity, very draining, quite overwhelming, and I was exhausted by the end of it. So today is the 28th of September 2017, and 28 is a 1. 1 came into the universe, meaning the prime mover. 1 is the initiator. 1 is the inspirer. 1 within itself is complete. It is the 1. So today in the life map we have 4 1s. We have 4 1s, a 9, 2 2s, and a 3. So that 1 energy is very, very intense today. We've been speaking all month about stepping into our power because we've had the double 1 in the life map of the whole of September. And so today we really have the opportunity to do that truly. So we ended off and we closed off on the 26th. And then on the 27th, which was yesterday, we transformed and we shifted and we adapted to that energy, to the things that we had decided to discard and the things that we decided to keep. And now today we get to initiate a new way of being. So it can be a new project. It can be welcoming a new baby. It can be a new way of thinking. It can be a new way of treating yourself. So I would highly recommend possibly focusing on the new way of treating yourself, right? Because that's really the root of most of our problems. So today really is an opportunity for us to step into that 1 energy power. Now, the downside of the 1 is that they can be very insecure. They can be very needy. They can be very draining on others, right? So now here you are stepping into your power. I'm worthy, I'm worth being here. And then you can't understand why you're not getting the recognition, not getting valued enough, not being treated the way you want to be treated. And then that starts feeling unfair. And then, you start telling yourself, you start rationalizing. And so you start telling yourself not to be ridiculous because you're not actually connecting to the feelings. So today is very much about trying to stay out of our heads and a bit more into our hearts, right? Because we are going to be driven into our heads tremendously today. So the downside of the 1, as I was saying, is that we can get wrapped up in our ego. We can get wrapped up in our ego sensitivities. We can get wrapped up in the, it's not fair. Why is this not working? Why is everyone being so mean? Okay. That is your ego insecurity speaking. And very often what happens is those insecurities, they are what drive the masks that we put on. So, you can say, well, it's a 1 day and I'm going to rise into my empress and I'm going to absolutely be the fully integrated version of myself. But you may have to pretend a lot of that. And, we think that people don't know when we're pretending. On an energetic level, we all know when we're pretending. And nothing is as attractive as authenticity. And actually nothing can be as off-putting as something that doesn't seem to be real, because it's a lot of work to try and get through all those masks. So know that is potentially, you might find that your ego is potentially very sensitive today. You might be very touchy. You might be very impatient. You might actually lose your rag with people that you think are slower or are not giving you the due respect that you feel that you are entitled to. So be aware of what is really integrated you and what is overblown ego you that is actually being driven by your insecurities. It's really very valuable to be able to see that, because then you can identify those insecurities and you don't have to fix them. You just have to accept that they're there and be aware of them so that they stop running you. So our helper of today is the 2. And 2 is the nurturer. So that energy of the 2 is very often prone to nurture everyone else. So now, here you are, you're growing into the power of your 1. So now you feel like you need to look after everyone else. You are going to become resentful. Use that energy of the 2, the helper of the 2 today, to nurture yourself. Treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. You are the 1 in your life. I think I said this yesterday, all right? And it's even more pertinent today. There is no other 1. There is no soulmate, twin soul, twin flame, I don't even know what the hell we call it these days, right? That is going to complete you. You are the 1. If you put as much time, energy, and effort and thought into the relationship that you have with yourself as you do into the relationships that you've had in the past that have failed or succeeded, and the ones you want to have and the connections you want to make, you would be unstoppable. And you wouldn't only be unstoppable, you would be unstoppable in your authenticity. And those people who are attracted to that will automatically be attracted to that. People want to be with people who are integrated and connected to themselves. Not everybody, but enough to satisfy our need for connection. So take that nurturing energy and shine that nurturing spotlight onto yourself today. Treat yourself as you would a 3-year-old abandoned child or a shelter animal that you've rescued. You have to be kind, you have to be patient, you have to be gentle, you have to be aware, you have to allow those emotions. You wouldn't tell a child that it was badly treated, that who was having an emotional outburst, that they should just actually pull themselves together and really just like get on with it. And what the hell is wrong with you? I know you've had a traumatic life, but seriously, put on your big girl pants and let's move on. You wouldn't do that, okay? You would make allowances for that. You would allow them to express their emotion. So give yourself that same kindness and space today. Today's villain is the 3, and it's a fire number, so it helps to charge up all that air, which can make us more impatient, more inclined to lose our rags, more impatient with ourselves, more impatient with other people, and it can allow us to become distracted. So we may find that we go onto social media, and before we know it, an hour and a half has passed, and we've got nothing done because all we've done is trawl through our newsfeed. That distraction by low priorities is very big today in the villain position, and it can actually distract us from the things that we need to get done. And then the less we get done because we feel we need to get that done, the more stressed the ones are going to get because, you know, it's got to be done and there's a deadline, we've got to meet the deadline, and oh my God, what if I don't meet the deadline? Then they're all going to think I'm a failure. Right, so we have to guard against the distraction of today. So please be kind to yourself, get in touch with your emotions, and guard against unnecessary distractions. Safety Energy Lock number 1 is represented on the thumb. So if you hold the thumb, you will harmonize your worry and anxiety. You will also harmonize your ability to get into your feelings and to really feel them. You will harmonize the earth element of the body, so you'll bring some of the earth in, which is lacking today in the life map. You'll help yourself being able to digest things mentally and emotionally and physically. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.